June 2020 is gearing up to see a series of remasters, new IPs, and an expansion so large it could be seen as another game. We're going to check out what is going to come from June's releases so you can be aware of what is to come and get your wallets ready because those collector's editions aren't going to pre-order themselves. My name is JBear and this is the release rundown for June 2020. Terraria: Journey's End. Terraria developer Rehydrated has been steadily supporting the game since its 2011 launch, but all that work is now culminating into the Journey's End update, the final major content update planned for the game. Players can anticipate new bosses, new enemies, hundreds of new items, new modes, just about tons of new everything for the perennial 2D survival adventure title. Terraria is available on a lot of platforms, but unfortunately only the PC, PlayStation 4, Xbox One, and Switch versions will receive the new update, as has been the case for quite a while now. Expect this update to drop on May 16th for the PC, with the console dates to be confirmed as the update passes certification, which is the reason why it's on the list for June. Command & Conquer Remastered Collection. The long-awaited fan-assisted remastering of the Command & Conquer franchise is dropping soon on Steam, as well as Origin, from developer Petroglyphs. Fans can expect overhauled technical settings, including 4K support, a remastered soundtrack done by the original composer, UI tweaks with input from the fan community, and more for the overhaul of the classic real-time strategy franchise. The collection will include the original game and Red Alert, they won't be available separately, the Covert Ops, Counter-Strike, and Aftermath expansions, and other bonus content. No mod support is confirmed yet, but Petroglyph most likely will have our backs on this. Look out for this to drop June 5th. Pokemon Sword and Shield Isle of Armor DLC. Introducing a slew of new content for the Pokemon Switch titles, the Isle of Armor DLC is the first of 2 known DLCs for the game. It looks to introduce new Pokemon to the index, as well as bring back a lot of older Pokemon that fans have been fiending to play since its release. The story will take you to Titular Island, is how I believe it's pronounced, where you will learn under Mustard, who is an OG in the dojo. Here you will attain a legendary, as well as your starting Pokemon will gain the ability to Gigantamax. The DLC also delivers new clothing for your character, league card customization options, some new looks for your bike, and some new items for use. Apparently there are more features to be coming along with the DLC, but as of right now we are unaware as such. The Isle of Armor DLC and the future DLC, which is called the Crown of Tundra, are bundled together for $30 in the eShop for pre-purchase, which will give you some extra goodies if you buy before August 31st. Griftlands. The same developers from Don't Starve are bringing a new sci-fi deck building roguelite. You will have 2 separate decks, one for combat and one for negotiations as you deal with NPCs in the game. With both combat and negotiations, the goal is to weaken your opponent to 0 in order for you to advance and gain rewards. Of course, the game being a roguelite, if you die you have to restart, but where the game takes it up a notch, the player can earn special implants that will give their character special effects to help gain some power, as well as the allies that you recruit during your session, which will help the next time around. The deck building and roguelite blend has been praised from early access players and is getting ready for a release in June on the PC. Hunting Simulator 2. The sequel to the successful Hunting Simulator is looking to do more than just sneak its way into launch, with new features elevating the series to new heights. You will now be accompanied by man's best friend that will help sniff out prey to the player, which was highly requested by the fans after the success of the first Hunting Simulator. You will be hunting in 6 new environments that range from the wild plains of Colorado, the Texan desert, all the way to the lush and majestic forests of Europe. Hunting will not be any easier this time around, with 33 different species being game, and each species having realistic age and gender define their virtual physical stamina. Hunting Simulator 2 looks beautiful, and it will be coming on June 25th to the PlayStation 4, Xbox One, and PC, and with a Switch version slated for later in the year. SpongeBob SquarePants Battle for Bikini Bottom Rehydrated. SpongeBob SquarePants is blasting back onto consoles and the PC with the Battle for Bikini Bottom Rehydrated. In this title, SpongeBob and his friends must team up to stop Plankton and his runaway robots from taking over Bikini Bottom through a collectathon and exploration of many of the locations made famous from the cartoon's golden age. This new release comes with a fully revitalized look, multiplayer, and the addition of previously cut content such as other bosses and arenas. SpongeBob SquarePants Battle for Bikini Bottom Rehydrated comes out June 23rd and promises to be a hit. The Wonderful 101 Remastered. After a successful Kickstarter, Platinum Games is releasing The Wonderful 101 Remastered this month. Originally a Wii U title, The Wonderful 101 is an action-adventure title by director Hideki Kamiya, where the player takes control of a cast of characters known as the Wonderful Ones. Heroes who unite from across the globe to fight against all sorts of alien threats. Team up, choose your heroes, and save the world. This game was absolutely held back by the underperformance of the Wii U, and was primed for a remaster, with the Kickstarter reaching several stretch goals, including new story missions, a Switch port, and a remix soundtrack. This will be the definitive version to play. Maid of Sker. The upcoming horror game from Wales Interactive looks to fuse psychological, gothic, and British horror to deliver a thrilling tale marinated in Welsh folklore. It is set in the Sker House, which is a real hotel located on the countryside of Welsh. The first-person title is focused around the legend of Elizabeth Williams, who was a young girl that was locked within her room by her father and was said to become one of the two of the ghosts to haunt the Sker House. You as the player will have to make your getaway possible with no weapons, so your strategies will be the focus to your escape. Oh, and the story can end in different ways, so if you're not too scared to go through it multiple times, then those are there for an option for you. No official day in June has been confirmed yet, but we do know that the title will release on PlayStation 4, Xbox One, and PC, with a later release for the Switch this year. YS Memories of Celceta. This masterpiece of a hack-and-slash adventure RPG is getting a proper remaster on the PlayStation 4 after being stuck on the PlayStation Vita island for 2 years, followed by a PC release back in 2015 with only slightly tweaked graphics. The title follows Adel Kristen, the series protagonist, after the adventures of YS2 as he tries to regain his lost memories while stranded in the lands of Celceta. Adel will team up with the old friends, meet new companions, and traverse the world on his destined path to become a hero. The remaster includes enhanced graphics and audio quality, a proper English translation, and several quality of life improvements meant to make the game a bit more appealing to newcomers. The special quote-unquote timeless adventure box sets to come with a soundtrack CD and a set of art cards, along with the limited version case. The title is out on June 9th on the PlayStation 4 in the US and on the 19th in Europe, with Japan already receiving the title earlier this year. Western players will have the ability to switch between both the English and the Japanese voice acting at launch, which is a nice little touch that they added on. The Last of Us Part 2. The long-awaited conclusion to Naughty Dog's post-apocalyptic action drama, The Last of Us Part 2, will bring us closer than ever to the edge as our characters we know and love, such as Ellie and Joel, are pushed to their breaking points in order to find new ways of survival. When a deranged cult commits an unspeakable act against her, Ellie will push back against every constraint possible to come to vengeance, while confronted by the consequences of her actions. The game launches for the PlayStation 4 on June 19th, and we're counting the minute until release. June is gearing up to be a month for remasters and some pretty big launches, so let us know if you're looking forward to any of these games, or if there are any others that are on your radar. Keep gaming, and we'll be back for July's top releases next month. Oh, and check out some of our other videos and shows for some gaming news and some content. We'll catch you guys in the next one.